How do they learn that?
Practice. So that part comes with practice. There's a lot of things in this in a craft where you can't skip. So there's a lot of things that could get you far. You know, you could talk and you could have a great conversation piece, and then you take the photos and then they come out crappy. That's because you didn't put in the hours that everybody else put in. You still have to put in that time and practice to get to that level. So don't skip steps. You know, don't ever skip a step, or don't think that you don't need those steps, because it'll come around when you'll have a project. Just it just happened to me in Hollywood. I, Ragu could attest for this. I hate the gimbal because I hate setting up the gimbal. The gimbal, once you give it to me, I could work it, but to set it up, I hate it. You know, so it actually happened to me in Hollywood, and I've been skipping this step. I've been supposed to get on the YouTube and try it out and this and that. So I get in front of the director, Tim Russ. And I'm thinking I'm on Steadicam and I'm just working the Steadicam tripod. And they say, "No, we got you on gimbal today." And I was like, "Gimbal? Wait, wait. You guys don't got me on gimbal. I'm not the gimbal guy." Of course, I didn't say this out loud because I'm standing next to world famous Tim Russ at the moment. So I said to myself in my head, I was like, "Wait, why are they putting you on gimbal? You were supposed to learn this so long ago, and now here's the moment that you have to do it in front of one of the biggest clients that you've ever been in front." So at that same moment, you could either fly, or you could either fly, flight or flight. So at that point in time, I said, "You know what? There's only one reason I'm here, is to do this." So I said, "Man, give me this thing, start jacking it up." And next thing you know, I started working and doing it. At that point in time, like I said, the steps were skipped, and I had to learn on the go right then and there. But I would have been way more equipped saying that I did put that time in. Me and Tim, I wouldn't have no question. I would have had more confidence in myself. But even being on the journey of where you're supposed to be, you'll always be where you're supposed to be. Say yes to those certain things. So at the moment, I'm with a director. I'm on set. I want to be a writer. I want to be a director. So I can't say no. I gotta do it. I gotta. Of course, I know how to do gimbal, Tim Russ. What do you mean? Of course I do. And it just worked. But I would definitely say do not skip steps. I know editing was a little hard for me. But I put the time in. I put the time in. I burned my eyes. I stayed up on YouTube. I learned everything from YouTube University, or I learned from my peers and asking them different questions just to kind of pick their brain on how to do things, and then find my own style into doing it. And it worked out perfect. It worked out perfect for me. So definitely just put the time in. You got to put the time in. You can't skip steps. It's not going to work. You know, at all, especially with a craft like this, because at this day and age, a lot of people are able to get on their phone and edit a photo. So, say you can't edit, this person's gonna get on their phone and be like, "Well, why couldn't he edit that part right there? Like, what's wrong with him?" So don't skip steps. Don't skip steps. Just go ahead and put the time in, and you'll be fine.